Now let's turn back to meteorologist Cedric Haynes, who's in Studio B. And Cedric, it's chilly out there today and overcast. Almost need to, I thought I was like, should I grab a sweater this morning heading out the door?
Yeah, it's hard to believe. It's May. It's the middle of May now, and we are still talking about temperatures below average for this time of the year, and it's all because of those clouds out there. But some of us are struggling to get in the 60s. 61 degrees in Lafayette, 62 in Blue Ridge. We've got 61 in Fort Payne, 62 in Altamont, 63 degrees in Murphy. Again, remember, it's already now the lunch hour and only 68 degrees here in Chattanooga. And we have a south wind. We've also got some dry air still in place from this weekend. So that's why we're not seeing a lot of rain and big thunderstorm activity right now, because these dew points are still in the 50s in many spots. So cool and dry air, and that will stick around for us as we go throughout today. Here's the weather map. You can see there is a lot of rainfall and some big time severe weather again down towards the south, but it's right along the Gulf Coast. But as that moisture tries to move into this dry air, it just kind of evaporates, and that's what we're seeing happening right now. So we do have some spotty showers overhead. Some of this is not even reaching the ground, and what is reaching the ground is very light in nature, and that's going to be the story as we go throughout the rest of today. So you can see some of these sprinkles lifting off towards the north and east, north of Athens here. A couple of sprinkles right around Marion County, stretching over towards Chattanooga, and a few sprinkles between Dalton and Calhoun. But again, this is going to be the nature of the rainfall today, as the widespread storm and heavy activity is going to stay down to our south along the Gulf Coast. There's more stormy activity developing over Texas. This is going to be a new complex that's going to move by to our south tonight. That's also going to keep the heaviest rainfall down to our south. We've got to wait for this area of low pressure to approach the area as we get towards tomorrow afternoon, I think, before we get a little more significant chances of rainfall out there. So the rest of this afternoon, this looks a little more impressive than what it will be. There will be a chance of some spotty showers. It'll be very light in nature. We're not talking a washout, nothing to cancel your outdoor plans for. Upper 60s getting into the low 70s, but yes, it's going to be a below average day. 73, that's about all we're going to do here in Chattanooga. 70 in Dalton, 72 in Athens, about 70 in Murphy, and about 71 degrees expected over towards Scottsboro. Now, the severe weather threat, as I mentioned, staying right along the I-10 corridor there along the Gulf Coast as we go throughout today. But here comes that storm system as we move into Tuesday, and notice a better chance of scattered to strong thunderstorms as far north as potentially the Tennessee Valley. But I don't want you to go ahead on and get too concerned. Even though we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk here, that's a marginal risk for an isolated strong storm or two. This is not going to be anything like what we saw last week. So let's track it out for you with Futurecast. Again, you can see this big complex of heavy rain and storms staying really south of Atlanta. Just a couple of spotty showers here in the Tennessee Valley this afternoon. Really, that story goes on tonight as another big complex moves along the Gulf Coast. Here comes that low pressure system, so we may see a surge of showers in the area tomorrow morning with maybe a few rumbles. That will move away, and then we'll see this upper low pressure system swirl its way on through, and that's when we could have a better chance of maybe a couple of storms. A few of those storms could be on the strong to severe side, so we'll watch that for you as we get a little closer. A little closer inspection of Futurecast, again showing us here not too much expected for the rest of this afternoon. So your severe threat for Tuesday afternoon and the evening, again, a very low end threat of a damaging wind gust or maybe a little bit of isolated flooding between about 4 and 11 o'clock on Tuesday. But right now, I'm not seeing a widespread severe weather threat. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Spotty showers for the rest of this afternoon. 73 for your high. 77 Tuesday, a morning round of rain, and then that chance of stronger storms potentially Tuesday evening. And then we'll get a break by the middle of the week before, yes, more rain and storms for the end of the week. So an active week continues. Latrice?